Welcome to a journey back in time, to a small medieval village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests. The morning sun rises slowly, spilling golden light over thatched roofs and cobblestone streets. This is a place where every sound, every motion, and every task is guided by the rhythm of life itself. In this village, life is simple but full of purpose. People wake with the dawn, tending to animals, fields, and homes. The air is crisp, filled with the scent of fresh bread, smoke from hearth fires, and the soft fragrance of wildflowers scattered along the paths. Today you will walk alongside the villagers, witnessing their routine from the first rays of sunlight until the quiet of evening envelops the land. As the first light pierces the small windows of the cottages, the villagers begin to stir. The blacksmith's hammer rings faintly from his workshop, waking a few early risers. Chickens cluck and stretch their wings, anticipating their morning feed. Inside the cottages, families awaken slowly. Mothers quietly prepare porridge over the fire, stirring it carefully to avoid spilling. The aroma drifts through the rooms, blending with the earthy scent of wooden beams and straw mattresses. Fathers stretch and step out to check on livestock, greeting the rooster's crow with a deep sigh of readiness. Children, still sleepy-eyed, help gather eggs or sweep the floors, their small hands busy with simple chores. The rhythm of morning is deliberate, slow but purposeful. Every movement is a preparation, a signal that the day has begun. Outside, the dew clings to the grass, glistening like tiny diamonds. Villagers step into the crisp air, feeling it cool on their skin, invigorating their senses for the tasks ahead. The sound of water flowing from a nearby stream accompanies their steps as they fetch pails, tending to cows, goats, and sheep. By mid-morning, the village is alive with activity. The blacksmith hammers tirelessly, shaping iron tools needed for farming and home life. Sparks fly from the anvil, lighting his workshop in short bursts. The rhythmic clang of metal is almost musical, blending with the distant chatter of farmers tending fields. The baker works feverishly in his small oven. Kneading dough with strong, skilled hands, he prepares loaves that will feed the village for the day. The smell of baking bread drifts through the streets, coaxing villagers to pause and inhale deeply, savoring a moment of simple joy before returning to labor. Children run along the streets, playing quietly in the corners between chores, balancing their games with responsibilities. They mimic adults, carrying small baskets or helping with sweeping, absorbing lessons of work and community in playful bursts. Farmers carry water to their crops, bending over low plants, feeling the soil between their fingers. Each weed pulled or seed planted is a tiny act that ensures life continues. Horses pull plows through the furrowed land, guided by strong hands that know every rhythm of the soil. Sweat glistens on brows and muscles ache pleasantly from meaningful labor. As the sun reaches its peak, villagers pause for a brief respite. Meals are simple: bread, cheese, and perhaps some fruit or stew if the larder allows. Families gather outside, sharing bites and stories under the shade of trees. Laughter rings softly, mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant hum of bees in the gardens. The midday break is a gentle interlude, a time to breathe and reflect. Older villagers sit quietly, offering advice to the younger ones. The children, full of energy, explore the nooks of the village, finding small adventures in familiar places. Even the animals seem to rest, lying lazily in the sun, their warmth radiating comfort to anyone nearby. As the heat of midday passes, activity resumes. Fields demand attention: watering, weeding, harvesting if the season is right. Villagers move in coordinated, practiced motions, each task connected to another. The rhythm of life is steady, measured, almost musical in its repetition. The blacksmith continues shaping tools. The baker begins preparing dough for the evening baking, and children help wherever possible. Women carry water from the well, balancing heavy pails gracefully as they chat softly with neighbors. The village is alive with the hum of diligence, every action contributing to the community's survival. By mid-afternoon, the sun casts long shadows across the cobblestones. Villagers pause to wipe sweat from their brows, stretching tired muscles before continuing. The scent of fresh earth, wood smoke, and herbs fills the air, creating a sensory lullaby that gently calms the mind while the body works. As afternoon wanes, the village begins preparing for evening. Fires are stoked in kitchens, warming pots of stew or boiling water for bread. Livestock is guided back to barns, gently herded with soft words and careful hands. Children collect the remaining eggs, helping tidy up after the day's work. The blacksmith finally wipes his brow, placing the hammer down. For the night, sparks fade and the workshop grows quiet. The baker removes the last loaves from the oven, their aroma welcoming families to gather for supper. Villagers exchange greetings, small smiles, and stories as they complete tasks. There is a comforting predictability to the routine, a sense that the world is right and order prevails. With the sun dipping behind the hills, twilight casts a gentle purple glow across the village. Smoke curls from chimneys, drifting lazily into the evening sky. Families gather around tables, sharing meals that are simple yet nourishing. Conversation is low and relaxed, filled with reflections of the day. The children, tired from both play and work, speak softly, their energy fading with the fading light. Older villagers tell quiet tales, recounting events of the day or sharing wisdom learned over many years. Candles flicker, casting warm light on wooden faces lined with life and labor. As darkness falls, the village quiets further. Streets are empty, save for the soft steps of those completing final chores. The animals rest, barns echoing gentle snores or low murmurs. Fires burn low, casting shadows that dance across walls, soothing in their slow rhythm. Families retreat to their homes. The day's toil is complete. There is a sense of accomplishment, a quiet pride in work well done. Windows close, doors latch, and a soft hush envelops the village. Only the distant hoot of an owl or the rustle of leaves breaks the stillness. Inside, the villagers lie on straw-filled mattresses, the scent of herbs and warm wood comforting their senses. Eyes grow heavy and bodies sink into rest. The night embraces all, gentle and protective, carrying them into dreams that reflect the simple beauty of life in the medieval village. As darkness falls, the village quiets further. Streets are empty, save for the soft steps of those completing final chores. The animals rest, barns echoing gentle snores or low murmurs. Fires burn low, casting shadows that dance across walls, soothing in their slow rhythm. Families retreat to their homes. The day's toil is complete. There is a sense of accomplishment, a quiet pride in work well done. Windows close, doors latch, and a soft hush envelops the village. Only the distant hoot of an owl or the rustle of leaves breaks the stillness. Inside, the villagers lie on straw-filled mattresses, the scent of herbs and warm wood comforting their senses. Eyes grow heavy, and bodies sink into rest. The night embraces all, gentle and protective, carrying them into dreams that reflect the simple beauty of life in the medieval village. As the villagers finish their daily chores and the afternoon drifts into early evening, the small village market begins to stir. Wooden stalls line the cobblestone square, each adorned with colorful cloths, baskets, and simple handcrafted goods. The baker sets out remaining loaves, their crusts golden and fragrant. The blacksmith displays polished tools carefully arranged for any passerby who might need them. Villagers wander slowly through the market, chatting quietly with neighbors and exchanging goods. The clinking of coins and soft laughter mingle with the distant bleating of goats and neighing of horses. Children help carry small purchases home, balancing baskets of vegetables or fruit, their tiny hands learning the rhythm of work. The market is more than commerce. It is a gathering place, a gentle hum of community life. Elderly men tell tales of days long past, while women exchange advice on herbs, cooking, and childcare. The air is warm with sunlight fading, mixed with the scents of honey, fresh bread and earth, creating a soothing, grounding atmosphere for anyone wandering through. Beyond the market, other villagers are absorbed in their crafts. The potter shapes clay slowly, listening to the rhythm of their own breathing as the wheel turns. Every motion precise, deliberate, creating vessels that will serve families for years. The weaver works on a loom, threads crossing carefully under calloused fingers. Patterns form slowly, beautiful in their simplicity. Nearby, children watch in fascination, learning silently as they imitate movements with scraps of wood or cloth. The village values skill, patience, and dedication, and even the smallest apprentice finds pride in contributing. As you walk past these workshops, the steady hum of labor fills your senses. Hammers strike lightly, looms creak rhythmically, and voices murmur softly. There is no rush here. Every action is deliberate, every moment a meditation in motion. Evening chores call once again. Farmers return to fields to check on crops, ensuring that vegetables and grains are harvested gently, nothing wasted. The sound of scythes slicing through stalks is soft, almost musical, blending with the gentle wind. Women fetch water from the well, balancing heavy pails with practiced ease. They move slowly but surely, the water sloshing quietly as they walk back to kitchens, ready for the evening meal. Chickens are rounded up, coops checked for eggs, and animals settled for the night. The forest edges grow darker, shadows stretching across the land. But there is comfort in routine. Each task performed carefully, ensuring the village remains nourished, safe, and orderly. As the sun dips lower, families gather around their hearths for the evening meal. Bread, cheese, and stew form the main course, seasoned simply with herbs and salt. The warmth of the fire fills the room, casting golden light over wooden face, hands weathered from labor but gentle in their motions. Conversations are soft, reflective, a gentle rhythm of sharing stories and lessons learned. Children listen intently, their eyes growing heavy, lulled by the sound of voices, the smell of food, and the comforting embrace of home. Outside, the village grows quiet. The streets are calm and shadows lengthen. Smoke curls lazily from chimneys, carrying a faint scent of burning wood, a signal that the day is nearing its close. After the evening meal, families clean and organize their homes. Pots are washed, tools stored, and animals double-checked in their stalls. Children, now tired from the day's activities, prepare for bed, their small hands and feet moving slowly. Fires are reduced to glowing embers, providing enough light to complete tasks but signaling the approach of night. Windows are shuttered gently, doors latched securely, and the village settles into a calm routine. The sky above shifts from amber to deep indigo, stars beginning to appear, twinkling softly. Before sleep, villagers perform small personal rituals. Women may hang bundles of lavender or rosemary by their beds, the scent calming and familiar. Men check their belongings, ensuring that all tools and animals are safe for the night. Children listen to bedtime tales, stories of distant lands, brave heroes or magical creatures that inhabit the imagination. The air is cool and still. The sounds of nature take over. Owls hoot in the distance, crickets sing, and leaves rustle softly in the breeze. Each sound blends together, creating a natural lullaby that eases the mind into relaxation. Finally, the village rests. Only the faintest sounds remain, the occasional cough of a sleeper, the soft sigh of the wind, the distant splash of a stream. The night is deep, embracing all within its quiet arms. In cottages, villagers lie down on straw-filled mattresses, blankets pulled close, their bodies relax, muscles loosening after a full day of purposeful labor. Hearts slow, breathing deepens, eyes close. The rhythm of life in the medieval village continues even in rest. The land, the animals, the rivers, and the forests all hold a gentle continuity. Each heartbeat, each breath is in harmony with this timeless rhythm. As the village settles into the deep embrace of night, a gentle stillness takes over. Only the soft whisper of wind through the trees and the occasional rustle of leaves breaks the silence. The villagers lie in their homes, wrapped in blankets, feeling the warmth of fires that slowly die down to embers. Some sit quietly, reflecting on the day's labor. The baker remembers the dough kneaded carefully for the morning, the blacksmith recalls each hammer strike that shaped metal into tools, and farmers think of the soil turned and seeds planted with care. Even the children, drifting between wakefulness and dreams, feel a gentle pride in their small contributions. The rhythm of life, although completed for the day, continues in thought and memory. Every action taken during daylight holds meaning. Each effort a thread in the tapestry of village life. Outside, nocturnal creatures begin their soft songs. Owls call softly to each other from high branches. Crickets chirp in steady patterns, creating a natural lullaby that fills the air. Occasionally, a distant dog barks or a horse shifts in its stall. Yet nothing disturbs the profound calm of the night. The sounds are rhythmic and soothing. Listeners imagine the gentle patterns of life continuing beyond the walls of their cottages. The air is cool and fragrant with herbs, damp earth, and the faint scent of smoke from dying fires. Each inhalation relaxes the body further. Each exhalation carries away lingering tension. As eyes grow heavier, the villagers drift into dreams. The imagination carries them to rolling hills, meadows of wildflowers, and dense forests filled with light and shadow. Children's dreams are filled with playful adventures, chasing butterflies, helping their parents, or imagining tales told by elders. Adults dream more subtly, thoughts of completed tasks, of tomorrow's work, and of loved ones mingling in quiet visions. The transition from wakefulness to sleep is smooth and gradual. The mind, once busy with daily duties, now floats freely, carried by gentle currents of thought and imagination. At the heart of the village, silence reigns. The moon shines above, casting silver light over rooftops, streets, and fields. A soft haze from the morning's dew reflects the starlight, giving the village an almost magical glow. The animals are quiet. The cows rest in their stalls, chickens nestled safely, and horses breathing steadily. All is still except for the occasional creak of wood settling or distant whisper of the wind. The world feels infinite yet intimately close, wrapping every living being in the embrace of the night. Even in sleep, The rhythm of the village continues. The early risers will soon awaken with the first light of dawn. The moon begins its slow descent, making way for the golden fingers of morning sun. But for now, the villagers rest deeply, their bodies repairing and rejuvenating, ready for another day of purpose and labor. The peace of night ensures that the day ahead will be met with energy and dedication. The forest surrounding the village whispers softly. Leaves sway gently, streams gurgle quietly, and the stars above twinkle in perfect harmony. All creatures, human and animal alike, are cradled in the natural lullaby of the world. As you, the listener, journey through this story, imagine yourself lying on soft straw beside the villagers. Feel the cool night air. Hear the gentle sounds of life and allow your mind to drift effortlessly into relaxation. The day's story has ended, and sleep now takes over completely. Let the medieval village, with all its calm, toil, and beauty, carry you through the night. You are safe, you are serene, and the gentle rhythm of history rocks you into the deepest, most peaceful slumber.